Hey, I'm Ash Ragem from that. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not. I refuse. Hey everybody, welcome to an all-new mod of the week, and today, well, ask yourself a question. Have you ever wanted to be put in the Pokemon world, but then within that world transposed to a gladiatorial arena where your goal is to hopefully not see my full naked steam right now, and then fight off waves of vicious Pokenemies? No? Me neither. Me neither. Totally. Me neither. That's crazy. So, firstly, this is the arena mod, and basically, we choose one of 5 items. Succubus is a Woobat. I kinda like that. I think probably the all stats up. And then we'll re-roll them. Cricket's head. That's not bad. We gotta basically build as powerful as we can get in our choices. I think we get 10 of these choices. We don't want Rainbow Eevee. I just don't feel like I need that in my life. And I guess we will get the Dull Razor, because you guys got upset that I didn't take it last time. So that's kind of got me interested in what it actually does. Though then again, if we're going to face a wave-like scenario, I feel like the Box of Friends is probably the better choice. As sad as that, immediately is, let's take the Ghost Pepper. Sorry, Mudkip, I'm going to have to pass on you. And hey, we get the choice of Abaddon anyway. Isn't that lovely? And I think we will take Jacob's Ladder, and here we go. Oh, I mean, obviously, my balls of steel require me to let you all know that it's hard now. That's not a good immediate sentence, actually, now that I think about it. Ooh, okay. So alright, instant muck, that is fine. Also, is that just permanently going to be shooting at me? Because if so, that's kind of ridiculous. Whoa, careful! Alright, what happens if I press the button? Does anything happen if I press the button? I have no idea. But basically, this is like Gridea mode superfied. And I thought I'd infuse it with Pokemon because, well, why not? I think most things, if infused with Pokemon, become genuinely worth it, because it's a great thing, isn't it? Like, irrelevant of the battles and the powers, and as, well, Soppy? I feel like Soppy, yes, Soppy. Though I kind of don't like Soppy because it's close to soggy, and I just imagine wet cardboard, and when wet cardboard touches you, it's just like, oh, get it off. Then again, I guess when any soggy thing touches you, it's like, get it off. I don't want sticky, wet stuff all over me. Just, no, stickiness is horrible. There is no point at which you want to be coated in stick. There just isn't. There's not really a point in my life where I've been like, gosh, golly darn, I really wish I was sticky yarn right now. It's just not happened. How do I... Oh, okay, so I had to go stand on the button again. That's fine. Oh my god, it actually does make my goddamn Box of Friends. This might be a way to break it. I mean, I've heard tell that this is a really quite difficult thing to succumb, even with the choice of 10 items, so potentially I might end up in a situation where this is difficult, but I think getting both Sacrificial Dagger and the Box of Friends is going to add quite a nice little bit of something to my chances here. Though maybe Abaddon might have been a mistake, simply because we're now in a situation where I can't pick up any health, so every damage I take is permanent, and that's not too good. But look, this is working out quite well, all things considered. We're soon going to reach the point where we are actually just immune, no matter what Snorlax wishes to do. Though then again, if he jumps on me, he's still capable of damaging me, so that might not be the best thing. But we are going to end up with an absolutely massive swarm of Swoobats here, which is great. But as I was saying before I got sticky, is... the thing about Pokemon I've come to inherently realize is it's not to do with how cool the creatures are, it's not to do with the battling, it's honestly, I think it is the human craving for non-human companionship, so like pets, your dogs, your cats, but in a way that they actually can understand you but are still subservient to you. And I think that really appeals to people. I don't even want to pick that up. Like, the idea that you have a very intelligent pet that understands you, but still acts like a pet in that it kind of does what you say and stuff, and, is definitely your lesser. I mean, maybe not lesser. A lot of people do treat their pets like they are walking humans but in animal form, which I guess there's nothing wrong with that if you want to do what you want to do. Life is too short to judge, but I like the idea that that craving for non-human, intelligent yet subservient companionship is what's allowed Pokemon to inherently do so well on, I think, a psychological level. And obviously the world, the colourfulness and the battling, you know, enhances it for the chosen demographic, but I think it ultimately, just imagining yourself in a world like that, scratches a very comforting and deeply primitive itch that I think humans generally have as a social species that has grown more and more distant to fellow members of the same species, and I think that's pretty cool. And the reason I'm thinking about this is obviously we're doing Pokemon, but earlier I was having a discussion-y / argument-y type thing with a couple friends of mine about the likelihood of your pet completely murdering your ass if it got the opportunity, because their argument was like, no, it's totally fine to have a tiger as a pet as long as you train it and stuff, and I'm like, no, I don't care how well trained your goddamn tiger is, okay? If it decided that one day, I'ma kill you, there's nothing you could do about it and you would be dead, and there's always that chance because inherently it's an animal and there is always the possibility that it decides I'ma kill you, and there's nothing you can really do to get over that. You don't want to take the chancey, and in that situation it's like I'd never want to be alone with a tiger no matter how well I think it's behaved, because I don't want to get savaged, and I feel like that's a reasonable thing. But I mean, where do you guys stand on it? Like, all of you have pets right now. If they were made twice your size, I think they'd probably just eat you, unless it's a dog. In which case, I think they'd just be like, oh, what is happening, master? That's why dogs are pretty fantastic. I mean, I know I've discussed something similar before. What kind of world are we living in where I'm like, yeah, I think I've discussed something similar to your pets growing twice your size and devouring you before. You know, what are we like here at Rage Gaming? Oh, god damn. Ooh. Ooh, interesting, interesting. So we get little bits of a break, but I don't have the money to buy. Oh, no, I do. I kind of want Ludo, honestly. I think Ludo might be a lovely little thing to have here, just because, obviously, God, we've got so many goddamn knives around us. Yeah, so now that I've experienced this, I kind of do like this arena mod. I really do. It's just wave after wave. It's basically greed mode, but without the faff, from what I can see. It's not incredible, but then again, mod of the week isn't just, here's incredible mod, oh my god, it's incredible. It's, here's a mod, let's have fun, let's see what up. And I do think I'm probably on path to die, though this is so many knives. It's absolutely ridiculous damage output. I've finally become the living Beyblade that I've always wanted to be. That would be a kind of cool cursed superpower. You have the ability to spin as fast as a Beyblade, but you have ridiculous motion sickness. Oh, that would be great. I mean, you could do the Hurricane VAR. I'm not going to finish that sentence, actually. That's something that we don't need. We don't need thinking about, but we need to get rid of Pikachu in the cage as quickly as possible, because obviously now that we've got the Ludo, the lightning is going to be sparking really effectively, because we don't have the tears to really pump that, though our damage isn't amazing, but it's certainly something that we can work with. So apparently wave 20 is the wave where it's like, this is difficult, good luck getting past this. And we're on wave 12 currently, so I don't know. I'm fairly confident. I don't see Teratoma proving too much, though. A load of cages like this is kind of cool. I mean, I love the inspiration for the mod, right? Like a super hard, challenging type mode that's just all about clever items choice, building a kit. Kind of reminds me of like a custom mode of Warcraft, honestly. You spawn in as a hero, you choose your abilities, you choose your kit, i.e. you pick 1 of 5 items 10 times, and you know the challenge ahead, and you got to kind of engineer a character that can handle it well in the confined situation that you will be in. And even though I've got quite overpowered, I'm still certainly taking hits, but then again, that's probably because I'm bad more than anything else, but you know, we always knew that. Alright, we do want the Daddy Longlegs to die as soon as possible. I think what we need is Pyromaniac. That definitely seems like something that would make this a lot easier. And yeah, I can definitely tell that the waves are significantly stepping up in difficulty here. We need to be very, very carefully. That should melt him quite nicely. He chose the wrong time to Brimstone. Nope, let's not take Fire Mind. That would be absolutely an awful decision. Let's get Poliwhirl. That should be fine. Careful. Careful, careful. Look how many knives I have. Oh my god, that's so great. It really is just fantastic. Careful. Looking good. I think everything is about fine. Yeah, alright, wave 16. What's the worst that could happen? Alright, we got Death, and it lives. Alright, this is definitely harder than the boss rush and any particular greedier waves. Alright, careful, careful, careful. We've got to get that on top of the heart so that at least get rid of that threat, because that's just omnipresent in the room, a load of crap. Careful. Looking good. I mean, I want to get to wave 20. I really do. Oh, alright, we got ourselves a little bit of psychic. No! Damn you, Electrode. Damn you. Damn you all the way to Pokemon hell. Damn you all the way. Ooh, a flock of legendary Ho-Ohs and an Isaac. I mean, oh, I'm dead. Oh, what a lovely finish. All the light beams in the back. All right, let's try to the Pokemon Arena then. I will take Tech X. I think that's a good start. Ooh. And that's kind of a nice amount of damage. And the thing is that another Ooze Mascara? I don't think that inherently matters because we want to get our tiers back down. So, slow-moving Tech X is actually really good. Oh, you've got to take Pinking Shears, right? That would create an army of headless zombies to destroy all that stand before you. And that's not bad. The rest of it, not great. I guess I'll go for Big Chubby. Nothing. Shielded Tears, of course, that is just there's not even a decision to make there. And then in this situation, I'm going to get this. Oh, it's Bumbo, but it's in Rogan Roller form. That's really good. All right, Pentagram. Ooh, we could have Dr. Fetus lasers, but the thing is, we'll take the bomb damage, and that's definitely not something we want right now. Like, oh yes, we got Brimstone. Alright, this one's going to be quite interesting. We're not inherently more or less powerful than last time, we're just different. And I kind of like this random pool. It's almost like a mini random synergy lab, if I had to put it that way. Alright, let's get that going. So as long as we keep getting this small armada of heads down, we should be in a situation where we can really make this work. I love that it gives you a full charge per wave, because that starts to really add up, especially if you choose spacebars. And the thing is, it keeps spacebars relevant, because otherwise they just wouldn't be strong enough in something like this. I wish I'd found Continuum, but again, you gotta work with what you got here. We're up to wave 3, so if I beat wave 20, I mean, I'm gonna consider this conquered, which is good. But god, don't you just love the gladiatorial glory, the guts, gore, and beautiful blood as it stains the arena, an everlasting sign of my glorious victory against any and all who would oppose me, as I laugh as I strangle them with their own entrails. I mean, just really quite beautiful and poetic imagery, I think, here in The Glory. I mean, that's the question, isn't it? If gladiatorial games were still a thing, if we still actually had a place you could go to and watch people kill each other for your amusement, would you go? Do you think, like, genuinely, you as a person, would you go to something like that and knowingly watch people, well, I mean, there's no nice way to say it, is it? Gently poke each other to death. No, it doesn't really do it justice, does it? Two people literally stabbing each other with swords. You can't just say, yeah, no, they're just gently poking each other to death. It just doesn't fly, does it? Because they're humans, and humans don't fly. But no, I think... Oh, it's a difficult question, actually. I think I kind of would want to say that I would go to it, because I believe myself desensitized to real violence enough thanks to media, but you never know until actual real life, do you? Because obviously it's not inherently the same thing, and gladiatorial fights have been romanticized a lot in culture, but in real life they are quite brutal affairs. I mean, there is armorless people being impaled by tridents. That's not... Well, I mean, it's good if you really love trident impalement, but how would you know until you see it? So inherently, do you go to a gladiatorial games in this century? Like next week, they're being held, you've got an invitation. Do you show up? I really am not sure what I would do. See, I think if I had to think about people as a whole, I would say that a lot of people would go, but I think at least half the stadium would empty very quickly as people realized that they really didn't have the stomach for this. See, I feel like even on hard mode, the amount of health that drops, the only thing that really screwed me was taking Abaddon with this much health everywhere. I don't really know how I would get hit enough to not conquer this. I feel like it's a little bit of a design flaw going on all up in here, but, you know, I can accept this, because I thought last time it was hilariously easy, but we're still in a position where we're on, you know, fairly early waves. We've got the actual challenging ones coming up, so we'll see. Did he just split? Did somebody teach Montreux, how to divide at a cellular level? Because that's quite the powerful little ability. Then again, we do have Tech X Brimstone Shielded Tears, which is obviously in any given situation a hilariously good synergy, so... yeah, in fact, further question then. Not only the question, would you actually go to real-life gladiatorial games? How many of you think you'd actually, and genuinely, right, I want you to look deep inside yourself, metaphorically, nobody ripped themselves open. God, we've had a really bloody episode today. Bloody good show. And what was that? What was it? Brain, think of something witty based on bloody episode. Give me a second, man. Bloody good show. Bloody good show. Oh my god, Brain, seriously? Fucking serious, not even relative. What? I hate having to work with you. Shut up, mouth. I will take Sacred Heart. That is not bad. That's quite the improvement, actually, I would say. When it comes to the synergy, I think that might have just cinched it. Boldar over there doing really well, though I assume he's probably at Gigalith right now. I do like the idea of Bumbo being that Pokemon, though. That very much works. But yeah, deep down inside yourself, further question, how many of you would actually want to be a gladiator? If that was still a profession, how many of you could see that happening? Because I imagine there'd still be quite a few, especially if there was sizable cash prizes, because obviously the incentive would be strong. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the idea of a modern-day gladiatorial culture with famous gladiators, and maybe infuse it with more of a modern twist, have Mon stuff, you know, explicit in the arena, etc. I kind of feel like that's worth it for like a book, or at least like a mini-series, just exploring a world with those concepts going on. So we're on Wave 19. We're on track to beat this thing. Now, it is endless if you keep going, but I'm told that Wave 20 is the hardest wave, and if you get past that, you might as well try again. So, definitely not the longest mod in the world. In fact, we do get a little bit of a shot before the wave. Let's see what it is. It's the Hush. That would make sense. Oh, it's the Hush and the Fallen. Anything else? No, just a Hush? Oh, come on. I'll admit that's okay. Sudden Black Void. I'll admit that's a little bit disappointing. So now I have quite the army of headless zombies attacking him for me. Yeah, that's quite brutal. I feel like we did rather well there, but I do like it. Inherently as an idea, I think a pure gladiatorial arena type thing is pretty good. Oh my god, Hooper appears and gives him the portal to summon the more things. I never even noticed that, and I do like having this Pokemon infusion to it. By the way, guys, let me know if you'd like to do an actual run with this Pokemon on, because it is a very good one. And I think my only real suggestion for this is get rid of the ridiculous amount of health that seems to spawn while we're fighting, because I don't know how anyone would ever take enough damage for that to actually be a problem. I really don't. So yeah, there we have it, everyone. That's the arena mod. Simple, short, and full of fun, like a clown dwarf. I'm so sorry. I love the Hush imprint when it's Wailord, I really do. We did it, team. we did it. So, yeah, there you have it. The arena mode with a bit of Pokemon twist. Let me know what you think. Like you've enjoyed this, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Oh, goodbye.